as we know, Mercury is in Gemini. So we are still talking about Gemini. We are still talking about Mercury. I mentioned this earlier. So Mercury on the 25th enters Gemini, and on the 30th, a handful of days later, it has a Cazimi. What is a Cazimi, you may ask? What that term means is in the heart of the sun. In essence, it's a very fancy way of saying when a planet conjoins or meets up with in the sky the sun. They reach the same degree of the same sign. That is a Cazimi. And the sun represents a life force energy. It's shining a light on something. And when you have that paired with Mercury Cazimis in particular, these happen a few times a year, and they're really great days to announce something, launch something, talk about something, great for like aha moments and things dropping in. Like, oh, I didn't think about it like that before, and now I am. So wherever that is occurring within your chart, again, it's picking up on in that particular life area. So we are still talking about Gemini. This is early degrees of Gemini. And what a Cazimi in the grand scheme represents is the halfway point between retrogrades or between direct periods. We were talking about Venus and Mercury for all of March, some of April, and that's because both planets went retrograde, and then now they are both direct and they have cleared out of that energy. So when they were retrograde, they were moving back and forth between Pisces and Aries. Mercury is direct right now, and to have this Cazimi at the end of the month means it's already halfway to the next retrograde. And that's because Mercury tends to go retrograde a few times a year. So we go in the retrograde, we finally get out of it, we have like a few months, and then it retrogrades again. So we just have these short breaks where it powers through these different signs. So in May, it's moving through 2 different signs. In June, it's moving through 2 different signs, and then it stations retrograde in July. Because it's in Gemini, you may also have the flowing speech and writing, words coming easily. So it's already helpful when Mercury is in Gemini to have that happen. But when you have the Cazimi day, it's like supercharged. That's why it's really great in general, but especially in Gemini where it's super happy to make an announcement, launch something, share something, connect with other people. I would circle this date on your calendar. This is like a really, really bright spot. So if you want to launch something, if you want to share something, or you may just observe this, it may be that like there's a bunch of news that happens that day. There's like big news. You could pay attention to that too. Even if you don't want to harness it, you could observe it. So this is the Mercury Cazimis on the 30th. This is in the wee hours of the morning, Eastern time. So it may be overnight for you, or maybe more in the afternoon, later day. May 30th, Mercury Cazimi is at 12:13 a.m. Eastern time at 9 degrees of Gemini. So keep in mind, we have the new moon at Gemini is happening at 6 degrees, and then the Cazimi is happening 3 degrees later, only a few days after that. So this is what I mean about Mercury is having a ball in May. It is really, really active and lots of things going on with it. Please feel free to let me know if you have any questions. Perfect example of knowing time that moves me to. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So depending on your time zone, it's like, okay, well then if you wanted to do something with that Cazimi, then is it wise, if you will, to launch something or share something at 11 p.m.? Probably not. People might not see it. Doesn't mean you can't post it. They won't see it the next day. But this energy portal is usually for around a full day. So even though it's happening late at night for you, Carrie, it's like you could still launch something early the next day or share something early the next day because you'll still be in the energy portal.